What we're going to do now is do the biscuit base for both the Manchester tart and also the cheesecake. Really simple. All we've got to do is break all the biscuits up, add a little bit of butter, put it in the moulds, and then we'll put that in the fridge to cool, and that will set. So all we do, literally, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 biscuits. All we're going to do is literally just crush them up. Now it's up to you how much you crush them. You can take them all the way so that they're a powder, or you can leave them a little bit chunkier, because then you've got a little bit of bite in the dessert. So you just crush them all up. You can put them in a bag and hit them with a rolling pin, but I would be careful that you don't burst the bag, because you don't want this all over the kitchen. Okay, I've left mine a little bit chunkier so that you've got something to bite on. All we do then is literally take about 1.5 ounces of butter into a pan, and all we do then is just gently melt it on the stove. So that's the butter, just lightly melted. That's all you've got to do. All you do is just pour it into the biscuit mix, combine everything together. Just nice and gently, just mix it all around. What will happen, the butter will be absorbed by the biscuit crumbs, and this is what will form our base. I've then got 4 little dishes, and all we're going to do, spoon some into each. There we go. And then all you do is literally just gently pat it all down. All we do then is pop these in the fridge, let them cool, and they'll set nicely, and then we can come back to those a little bit later on. Okay, so the biscuits that have been crushed and added with butter added are in the fridge. What we're going to do now is just make a little bit of custard to start the Manchester tart. To make the custard, all we're going to do is add some milk to a pan, a little bit of sugar, and then we'll mix some of the custard powder with the milk. When the milk comes to the boil, mix it in, keep mixing. We want quite a thick custard because we want it to set. So there's the milk in there. 2 teaspoons of sugar. And then what we also need is some milk in the ramekin or the cup. To that we add the custard powder and just mix that together gently with a teaspoon. What we're now going to do is put the milk on the heat, bring it up to the boil. As soon as it gets to the boil, add the custard mix and make our custard. Okay, so the milk's just about to come to the boil. What we're going to do is add the custard mix, stir it in. Keep stirring, otherwise it'll go lumpy. So we just stir it, return it to the boil, and then we can start and check the consistency. We want a nice thick custard, so we're getting there. Little drop more. Whisk it in quite quickly now. Okay, so what we've done, we've taken our dishes out that's got the biscuit mix in, our custard's made, and now we're going to make the dessert. We take the dishes, and what we do, I've already drained the juice out of the peaches, and we just lay the peaches in to the dish. Like that, so that's 4 in 1. And that's your 4 in there. What we then do with the custard that's just slightly cooled a little bit, just over the top. Now out of the way. What we've done now, we've labelled the cooling custard over the top of the peaches and the biscuit base. What we're now going to do is return those to the fridge, and there's your Manchester tart.